Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Steve, about to react to this video by JB and Fargo. It's titled PlaqueboyMax, the young thug of streaming. What? What are you talking about? Not the young thug of streaming. Why do you say that? Let's see what's going on. Let's watch.
Now what?
I do know Thug used to wear like dresses and stuff, but Max hasn't done that.
That is true.
He's still talking about.
Nah, you a diva.
Wait, why do you sound just like it? You're not a diva, you a demon.
What are you talking about? He's a demon. He's a demon.
Why are they saying it like that with that accent? You're a demon. That's exactly how he said it.
My favorite diva. My favorite diva. My favorite diva. My favorite diva. Favorite diva. My favorite diva.
Why are they trolling him?
I know you see the title, but just hear me out for a second. I'm gonna take y'all down memory lane throughout this video, so just bear with me. The first thing I'll say is, despite me voicing my issues in the past with how certain streamers push zesty agendas on the youth, what Max is doing is clearly a part of his personality as a musician / creative versus just pure shock value like we've seen in the past from Aiden Ross and Rakai. I really don't think Max will put himself through that level of mental stress and anguish just to prove a point to people. Like, I feel like this is truly who he is. And there's some people that have had their conspiracies talking about labels, Illuminati.
Wait, he recording a music video with this wig on? I know you fucking lying, Max. And why he looking at the camera like that? He want to be Prince so bad.
All this other stuff, but sometimes you don't gotta go down a rabbit hole and do all that extra stuff. I mean, it's literally in front of you and keeping up with PlaqueboyMax. So I think if something like this is not directly harming you, I would just let bro rock out and live your own life how you see fit.
Exactly. Who cares if you want to wear a buzz down? I already said this millions of times, but it's like, bro, people getting like upset is crazy work.
And I'm saying this as a man with Jamaican parents, so you already know how that goes in our culture. That being said, this whole situation kind of like made me think back to the earlier days as a fan of Young Thug. From the hate that he got for how he sounded on his biggest songs like Lifestyle, Stoner, and Danny Glover, to condemning the questionable things that he would do, like calling Rich Homie Quan his hubby and lover, sucking on other rappers' chains, wearing skirts and dresses, the list goes on. Thug for sure had haters, but way more fans who defended him to the core. Me being one of them. And I want to say,
clearly that was a gimmick though, because he doesn't do anything like that anymore. So that's the same thing I feel about Max, which I also previously said, even before Streamer University, like he's clearly doing this for attention and just to, you know, get more buzz surrounding his new music and whatnot. So yeah, when people feel the need to try to defend him so heavily as if, oh, he's, I feel like the narrative kind of made it seem like, oh, he's just being who he is. Like that's not who he is. Like thinking that he about to just be walking around with buzz downs and, you know, skirts and whatnot, like he's Saucy Santana. He's not doing that. Like, and I feel like that whole situation with the Jamaican man, I forgot his name that quickly, but like I previously said, I think that they were all in on it, and I fucking stand behind that. I don't care who disagrees, but I feel like that definitely got a lot of people on his side, especially people who are very pro LGBTQ, because it's like, oh, that's the whole message, except, you know, we want people to be who they are and to be accepted and not face ridicule and bullying and whatnot. But that's not who Max is, though. Like he's 100% doing this just for content purposes and to get his name out more. You don't see him just walking around on a regular basis with wigs. And like this whole thing he doing is just for attention, bro. So y'all want to have sympathy for him. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve sympathy, but it came across like from the comments that I saw like on Instagram and whatnot, Shade Room, and people in defense of him. It's like y'all act like, no, he just being who he is. Y'all, he should be accepted and da da da. It's like, this isn't this isn't something he's gonna keep up. I would bet money on that. Y'all not about to just see him in every stream with a buzz down. He's not doing that now. If you go and look up what he's doing and how he's carrying himself, like this is just for content purposes, all right? Just like what Young Thug was doing. You don't see him doing that. He did that for like a short period of time, and it worked, getting his name out there and having him go more viral. Even though he was very popular, he did it to really elevate that, okay? And people gravitated towards it, whether it was to hate or to be in support of it or whatever. But you see, that's not who he is. He's not doing that. He's not gay. I genuinely don't think Young Thug is gay. But those were the rumors, and people calling him gay, and they were just as mad about, you know, what he was doing like they are with Max. So yeah, Max is just doing this on some content shit, on some get his name out there type shit. So it is what it is. But yeah, I don't think that that he's gonna keep this up. I know he's not.
Rest in peace, Rich Homie Quan. I'm a big Rich Homie Quan fan, bro. He's a daily listen, bro. His music just motivational, bro. Make you want to just really hustle. But I vividly remember him saying, it's not a skirt, it's fashion. Just look at the Scottish men who wear kilts. Or pointing to the one line, I had to wear it just because I had a stick. Or mentioning the fact that he has a girl and kids of his own. Thug fans were in the trenches defending him. We knew that he wasn't just a flash in the pan rapper, and he had real superstar potential. Being from Philly, I had the same sentiment with Lil Uzi Vert and Meek Mill as well, until I couldn't defend him anymore. He's still in my top 5 rappers ever, but goddamn Meek, you be doing some bullshit. But going back to Thug, the difference between him and Max is that Thug quadrupled down on expressing who he was and didn't show any signs of whatever talk that he was saying about him affecting him publicly, at least from what I saw. I'm not saying it's a problem for Max to show his emotions because everyone is different. We're all human. But I think
Thug was also like dissing Lil Wayne and shit. Like he was doing a lot of clout chasey shit. That was no different. The wearing dresses and doing all that, you know, feminine shit, that was no different.
How Young Thug approached the hate.
This is, if you're being who you are, it's not something that you take on and off. It's not like a mask you could put on and wear when you feel like it's who you are. Like Saucy Santana, for example, like that's who he is. You're not gonna see him like, you know, throwing away the butts down in a couple years and being like, nah, I'm more masculine. Like no, like he is who he is. So yeah, I 1000% feel like that was a gimmick with Young Thug. It wasn't who he is, and the same with Max. This is a gimmick that they're using to, you know, really keep their name out there.
On top of making
and
good,
get attention, and it's working. It worked both times. So he's right, actually. He is kind of the Young Thug of street. Wait, now it's making sense.
It made who he was outside of the music more digestible in the long run, as opposed to someone like his infamous clone King, who tried so hard to come up off that same gimmick and failed horribly because his music was trash. Nobody wanted to hear what he had to say, my guy.
That was gross. I didn't need to see that. That's slow tongue gross. Fuck out of here. But you see other people witness it. They saw that it worked, and they're like, okay, I'm gonna try that too. But it's like, nah, we ain't fuck with you. We don't even like your music.
And you were a Young Thug clone, so that's another thing. I'm not even going to get into Nine Vicious and his antics, but his music is digestible to a certain group of people. And I'm 100% sure that's how people feel about Max's music and his streams. My point is, it's all about how you respond to adversity that shapes you as an individual. This whole thing makes me point to the Boondocks, specifically Riley's dynamic with the rapper Gangstalicious. Riley was too young and naive to see all the signs of him being gay and not this gangster rapper persona that he had. But as things slowly unraveled, he stayed in denial until he saw it for himself. I'm not saying that Max is Gangstalicious, by the way. He doesn't kiss men, he's not gay. But it makes you think. Some people will really defend their favorite artist or even streamer to the core, even when they're probably in denial about who they truly are because of how much they connect with their movement or them as a person. And that's when we just get into the whole parasocial thing that I would not really even speak on, honestly. Yeah. We know how parasocials are, bro. That's some scary stuff if you really think about it, man. Like, even looking past the sexuality part, a 12 to 13-year-old me is enjoying Young Thug's music, not even knowing that he's putting hits on people and shooting up tour buses. Right. Like, that goes to show you that good music and good anything creative that people enjoy will supersede any hate or any negative conversations. Because at the end of the day, are you entertaining enough? Like, it's so many things people look past in actors and other rappers and stuff like that because they make good music and they come out with good material. You feel what I'm saying? Like, now, as far as the people that are saying Max is not putting on a character, he's pushing an agenda, honestly, I feel like, how couldn't people see this coming with Max, like this whole change? As someone who comes from the underground community, listens to underground music, being influenced by all genres of music, I don't know how people can't just put in their minds that he may have been influenced by certain artists. And with more money, more fame and stuff like that, he eventually is gonna show who he truly is. You know, money amplifies who you truly are. I have seen certain clips about him in the past. I've seen certain videos. I watched his videos before, way before, like when he was streaming in his room in Jersey and shit. And yeah, like I'm not really surprised that he's going this route. Even with the whole thing where he made his whole brand around pink, how couldn't people just realize that that was gonna turn into something else eventually? It was literally inevitable. Like out of all the streamers and content creators, PlaqueboyMax is the most obvious choice that I have for something like this to happen, for him to make a change like this. So I'm not really surprised. And in my mind, I just let people like Max do what they do.
But my thing is, we're talking as if this is a permanent change. I just reacted to a video where he's literally just in his braids. Like, he's not wearing these wigs. So y'all making it seem like, oh, he about to throw on some dresses and fully transition and be on his Saucy Santana shit. He's not doing that. Like, what are y'all talking about?
You feel me? Because at the end of the day, what he eats don't make me shit. You know what I mean? Like, genuinely, it's not doing anything to me. As far as OJ, I know that shit means. You feel me? So, of course, it's directly affecting you personally, right? So I feel like he was warranted in saying what he said to Max, whether people didn't agree with it or not. I feel like he was 100% warranted. I feel like people should be able to express their opinions and things that they like and don't like in a healthy manner. And the way he approached it wasn't really in a healthy way. It could have really been off stream. And now he's making videos exposing Max and stuff like that. Of course, he's feeding into the hate and negativity some people's throwing his way.
Not with the AI images. Okay, he really trying to get some content off of this.
People like that ball out, do their thing, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, like, what the hell, I'm going to change somebody? You can condemn somebody 1,000 times. If they are what they are, they will not change. You know what I mean? Like, even if he's going against the hate and the scrutiny and he's feeling some kind of way, deep down, you see, obviously, he went back against it. He's obviously not going to change. Why am I wasting my breath? It's going to be somebody else that comes after him that other people condemn. It's people like Young Thug and Lil Uzi that came before him. You know what I mean? That was getting condemned and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's never going to stop. It's the same cycle over and over again.
I feel like this is who Lil Uzi is, though. He's kept up that. So, that's who he is.
Yeah. Now, I'm not saying PlaqueboyMax is on the level of artistry like Young Thug or Lil Uzi, but he's one of the biggest influences as far as, you know, the youth when it comes to streaming. Streaming is one of the biggest mediums right now. It's the newest, like, biggest trend as far as, like, the casual viewer. Just like how music from SoundCloud was back then. He's not your normal streamer, you know what I mean? Like, he's kind of eccentric, you know what I mean? He's always been a bit different. Max has opened a door for streamers in the future to pursue a career in music.
Sir, put your stomach away. What are you doing?
Or anything in that space. He's
like, what was the point in, like, letting your stomach out, though?
To pursue a career in music or anything in that space. He's really broken a lot of barriers. And honestly, you do gotta give credit to people like Kai Cenat and Aiden Ross, of course, for bridging the gap between artists and celebrities with streamers.
Yes, valid. Listen, do you, Max? If it's working, it's helping you go viral, it's getting more people on your side, it's getting people to check out your music, hey, do your thing if that's what you're comfortable with doing. But yeah, I think it started with him doing the whole zesty shit with like rage and whatnot and being silly. First off, Aiden is the one who really introduced that to like the streaming space, being zesty from what I saw. And I feel like other, you know, streamers kind of follow suit and they start doing that as well because they saw those clips would go the most viral and they would get the most attention and the most laughs and most follows and people would like check them out when they would see those clips like that. So he started doing that and I just feel like he leaned more into it. I'm throwing a wig now. Let me do this. And he probably did keep, you know, Young Thug in mind because, yeah, it's interesting that Thug was on his stream and he's like, yeah, he was wearing a dress and doing this and that helped elevate his music and he went crazy after that. So I feel like he followed that same blueprint, honestly. I think it's smart. I said this in the other vid when I talked about the situation with him and OJ the Juice Man or whoever the hell. You know, I'm like, hey, this got a lot of people on his side. He's got a lot of LGBTQ people on his side, especially him rooming with wardrobe. I don't feel like any of this stuff is a coincidence. If you want to think it's a coincidence and you believe all of this, then have at it. Congrats. Love that for you. Sure. You know, tune in. Okay. But yeah, a lot of this shit is fake. And y'all, I talk to a lot of people. Okay. I talk to a lot of people y'all don't know that I talk to. So I whatever. Believe what you want. Do what you want. Believe what you want. Sure, I guess. Anyway, shout out to Max. I fuck with what he's doing, and I think he's funny. I like his content. So, yeah, he can be the young thug of streaming. It makes sense. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think, though, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.